Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place.
Good morning again, viewers, and welcome back this morning to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Just before we chat with our guest on the program, I see Julia Brown is asking. She says, Ria, good morning. I've missed the start of the show. Is Julian okay? He is well. It is well. He's just away for the day on business. So he is well. All is well. Okay? So just putting it out there for viewers who are looking out for their boy Julian. It's your boy Julian. So this morning, viewers, we're chatting with Sophia Cooper, who's a special programs coordinator for the Assembly Legislature, and it's all about the Assembly Legislature's Night of Mystery tour. I had to change
the voice for me. It is the voice for me. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning and welcome, Sophia. I couldn't help but change the tone just to mention the topic.
I understand, you know. I understand. Because we do tours throughout the year. So a number of people, schools, groups,
Yes.
even from Trinidad, we'd have calls for groups to come across, and we do them throughout the year. But this is the only time that we do a nighttime tour. And so Night of Mystery is about giving people a different type of experience.
Yes.
Right? And we take all the archive materials, so the content is factual.
Right.
It's just that we give it to a theater company and they script it in a way that it feels like a play. And so,
That
yes,
you are actually a part of.
correct.
You're on stage.
Correct.
Yes.
So here we have an experience that's tactile, meaning we want people to come into the space, to sit in the seats, to see the chamber, and understand the role of the Assembly Legislature as the seat of democracy on the island. But in order to do that, you have to actually get people there first. So it's about engagement and education. And to do that, we've decided that a tour at night, our Night of Mystery, and this year the theme is the Addams Family Edition. Okay,
Now let's do a little backstory here. There we are. Explore 200 years of Tobago's legislative history. Now, the tours happen. You've got tours happening every day.
Normally, during the day, we have tours
Right.
all day. We even tailor them to suit the particular group, whether it's the content or the size, even in terms of the time. 20 minutes, an hour and a half, our team will construct the content to suit your needs.
Okay. So this happens during the year. But now we're looking at a special activity, a special tour for this Easter period. Why?
Initially, we thought, it would be a good idea to give adults an opportunity to have these tours. During the day, you're at work.
Right.
And sometimes, yes, if you're a teacher and it's a special event, a learning, teachable moment, whatever you want to call it, you have an excuse to come to the legislature during the day.
Right.
And what we found was we needed to get more adults into the space. So we have plenary sittings that are held every fourth Thursday of the month, except during the recess period in July, August, at 1:30 p.m. So a lot of people tune in online. But to actually come into the chamber, we don't have that experience with a lot of adults because they're at work. So we were like, okay, what do we do to get people into the space so that they can become familiar with it? So it really was designed to give adults an opportunity to have a good time.
But
The first year, we were like, okay, let's try this. Maybe 50 people will show up, maybe 75, and 200 people came the first year. And we're like, okay, so clearly this is something that
the
people
way to go, yes.
enjoy. And so we kept going. And so what we do is that we work with our library. We have a members library and information center, which is the only special library under NALIS with information about Tobago's legislative history, and in particular, our Hansard records. So the information is factual. It's taken from our library and other sources, and it's given to the theater company, and we're using the theater company. The creative director is Alma Gordon-Holder.
Now, is this library accessible to the public?
It is. Now, note that special libraries, they're a little different. You can't go in and just simply pick up a book and take it with you. But we have a lot of researchers whether they're lecturers or students doing research papers who would normally come in to do research. But it doesn't mean like a secondary school student can't come in and do some reading or ask for information for a particular project. And I think we have a huge problem where access to Tobago-centric content is concerned.
I love how you said that, Tobago-centric, which means solely Tobago.
Correct. It's important to remember that when we talk about Trinidad and Tobago, we're talking about 3 types of histories. We have the history of Tobago, we have the history of Trinidad, and then we have the history of Trinidad and Tobago. So when we talk about exploring 200 years of legislative history on the island, we're talking about the history of Tobago and by extension the country. Tobago has the oldest legislature in the country, and our building is older than the Red House. So there is a lot of content there to explore, and we really want people to come and enjoy that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So tell us when all of this is happening.
This Thursday, which is the night before the holiday, so that's Thursday, the 6th of April. The first tour starts at 7 p.m., assemble in James Park, and we'll take it from there.
Sorry. All right, so that's happening here this
Thursday.
Coming Thursday.
It's important to note that the last tour begins at 9
p.m.
The
last tour begins at 9.
Because I know that sometimes we've had people who, they come and it's the last tour and they probably get like the last bit of the last tour. So we want to make it, you know, just rest it on the table. If you're coming, the first tour is at 7, the last tour is at 9 p.m. So assemble in James Park, you and your whole family. And that's why, by the way, the theme is the Adams Family Edition. We wanted to choose something that would give you that spooky feel, but also to give you the idea that we want you to come out with everybody. Youth clubs, families, you and your crew, come and just enjoy yourself.
Now, I'm looking at the flyer. The flyer suggests spooky. It does. So I'm saying here, if you know, if you don't know a heart no good, if your heart is not good, I'm saying here, on the side of caution. I'm just saying.
Don't scare them.
I'm not scaring it. The flyer did it. The flyer did it. All right, so it's happening, and I'm calling on Tobago. This is an opportunity, and for those of you visiting the island, this is going to be a pretty exciting moment. So I'm saying here, you know, pack your crew, pack your crew. I would advise you to interlock arms as you walk through, or hold the hand of someone that you trust, really trust, as you go through. Sophia seems to be enjoying this, and I feel as though there's more afoot, more happening in the background that we do not know about. But if you're into mystery on the spooky field, this is going to be your event. Is there a cost attached?
It's absolutely free. What we encourage people to do is go on the website, our social media pages. There is an Eventbrite link for you to register. It's important for us to manage our in terms of crowd control, and COVID is still here. We want to ensure that we put all the necessary checks and balances in place. So take the opportunity to go on our social media pages and register at Eventbrite. That doesn't mean if you decide that you're coming on the night and you haven't registered, still come, we'll help you sort that out.
All right, and I guess this is just to have an idea of the number of persons who will be coming through.
Correct.
All right, so remember, viewers, it is the night of mystery tour. I feel almost as though I'm back in Sesame Street. All right, so Sophia, thank you so much. Remind us again of how persons can register.
Right, so go on our social media pages. That's the Tobago House of Assembly Legislature. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. There is a link that will take you to the Eventbrite page for our event. Book your space. Tour starts at 7 p.m. Thursday, the 6th of April. Assemble at James Park.
So the first tour is at 7?
The first tour is at 7. The last tour begins at 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. I'll just smile. Thank you so much, Sophia, for being with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us for this. So you've got to come out to that night of mystery tour happening at the Assembly Legislature, and that's Thursday night. First tour 7, last tour begins at 9. You know what that means? It's going to take you into midnight. All right, so thank you so much. And make it a family affair. Indeed. Thank you so much for joining us for this segment, viewers. We've got lots more coming up on the Tobago Updates morning show. So share the live, share the live, share the live.